I always used birch. Always. When I first started, I just I think someone told me when I was younger, it gets harder as it goes on, and I didn't really break a lot of bats, so I figured that was to my advantage. So I would always use birch, and then I kind of got comfortable with it, and then just kind of got through a 2 or 3 year point where I would only use the exact same bat always, no matter what. And then I started kind of messing around with it. I would get into the season, and birch maybe was a little heavy, but and I didn't want to really go lighter in the specs. So people told me about ash, so I hopped in on the ash train and just kind of started using those. And you know how they're a little lighter feel, so I would just switch off between birch and ash and go back and forth just how I felt. I guess I'm really particular. I've swung the same model. Maybe my first year in pro ball, I experimented and kind of messed around, and just got bats sent to me and used whatever felt right. Just kind of went with it. And then I guess my first year, I started getting like that little bitty hint of a blister on the inside of the hand from a knob, and I'd never had one, and I didn't want that, so I just took the knob off right away. So I got that Ryan Howard knob, that little where there's no finish at the end. It's just nice and smooth. So I've been using that, and then they let me customize a bat. So I'm more of a smaller, condensed bat. I use a T141 barrel, what I believe, and a C271 handle, and then that Ryan Howard knob. And I've always liked the smaller, more condensed bats. I feel like they're harder. Or even when we're in the minor leagues, you know, you kind of want to get the best wood you can. So you order those real heavy, dense bats. You know they're going to be hard no matter what. They may break or whatever, but you're going to get hard bats. So I just started doing that. And then when I got to the big leagues, it just kind of stayed the same. And I did the same thing for 6 straight years and got to the big leagues with it. So I definitely didn't want to change anything up, try to mess up anything. I think it locks you in even more, honestly. I mean, it gives you someone other than yourself to do it for, other than your teammates to do it for a city, for a fan base, or just with a nationwide audience. I mean, it kind of locks you in even more, gets you more excited at least. Definitely learning how to control that excitement when you get into it for sure is a challenge. But I feel like I've always had kind of a slower heartbeat, a little calmer demeanor, so it always kind of raised me up when there's 30,000 people going crazy. That just makes you excited as a player. I know every player loves that. I mean, my favorite player of all time was Stan Musial. Just listening to the stories about him and what people had to say about him and the way he affected people, not only on the field but off the field. I've never heard an ill word spoke about that man. So he was always someone I looked up to, and he's kind of an old school. I was always more attracted to the old school guys when I was kind of coming up when I was 17, 18. It's really started like kind of paying attention to baseball history and everything. So I would say it'd have to be him, just to speak his mind and see how his mind worked, and went through all that with him. Just being back home and being around a lot of the facility I hit at, there's a bunch of younger kids. I just like to think back to when I was that age and what I was thinking about. The way I came up was just there. I just played rec ball all the way up until I was about probably 14, 15 before I started playing like real select travel baseball. So, I mean, man, I was just having fun, just playing all different sports and going and doing all different things with your friends and playing with your friends. And I would say that's kind of like a lost thing. And like the younger generation today, they're all watching videos and trying to, I mean, it's awesome because they're trying to emulate us and get to the level that we're at. But I would encourage them, man, just have fun with your friends. Go play, have fun, and just that's why we all do it. That's why we do it. We love it. We have a lot of fun doing it. Is it fun playing in the big leagues? Of course. But yeah, just encourage, because you never know when it's going to end. Not everybody's going to get to the big leagues. Your career is going to end at some point. So enjoy it while it lasts. Baseball's a great game. Have fun and enjoy it with your friends.